Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to talk about this picture right here of Bronny James along with his date Peyton. They went to prom together. Bronny James, is the son of LeBron and Savannah James. That's for people who didn't know. And this young lady here was his prom date. I'm not sure if they're dating, but they attend the same school, and he took her to prom. And this picture is causing a lot of divide, a lot of, talk because, I guess people maybe was expecting him to take, somebody of the same race as him to the prom instead of this young lady. I don't know. But I believe in the past when I think he was doing something and he was showing something that who is attractive or whatever, and a lot of the women a lot of the young ladies that he had shown, they were not of his hue. So that kind of told you in a sense what he was attracted to. But anyway, people, I guess, act like they shocked. Oh my goodness, why is he with her? But lessons we can learn from this viral photo is that, hey, and plus when he did show those pictures of the other young ladies, there are people that were coming and trying to show him, oh, look at this beautiful black. I'm sure he probably knows there are a lot of beautiful black women, but sometimes that's what the person is attracted to, but that's what they prefer. And continue. What we can learn from this viral photo is that I can understand why a lot of people are upset, but sometimes, some people just don't know how to articulate or what they're trying to say, what they want to put out there. It comes out as, maybe jealous, envious, rude, mean, bitter, but in the sense that, hey, this young black man, he's going after another race instead of his race. And people may say, oh, they always take in our men and stuff like that. But one thing I do need to point out, where he goes to school, I believe is predominantly white. It's a lot of people that don't look like him. So, and what I know, sometimes it's not all the way, but many times if there are young ladies that look like him that go to the school, many times those young ladies are stuck up. Not all of them, but many times they are stuck up in a sense. So sometimes they feel like they too up there. Why would they want to talk to Bronny? Yeah, so what? He's LeBron James' son. They don't care. But other races see the potential. They see, hey, he looks like a nice guy. Maybe I can talk to him. And another times, in other cases, he may have a young lady that is the same hue as him, that may be interested in him. But remember, these young kids are bombarded. Some of them, they have access to social media. Some of them live on social media, but they are bombarded by certain other hues being glorified in the media. And sometimes it's not that, hey, they don't like their race, but what is being glorified, what is being pushed, what is being propped up as the ideal choice, most of the time we automatically just go with that. And we may not even have a problem with our people love our same color, but people tend just to go with things that are popular, because it's not like, I'm not sure, I haven't seen him doing this, but some people who do go with another race, They put down their race, they talk about. I haven't seen this young man do that. So I don't know if stuff are, for me, as for my knowledge, I haven't seen him, oh yeah, he putting down his girls or women of his the same race as him down. I haven't seen him done that. So that's a good thing. Hopefully it doesn't change. And there are biblical principles that many people have used in a particular area in their lives, and they have seen success, because there's a verse in the Bible that says, if you meditate on this word, you will see success. And sometimes people understand that principle and they use it, and they are seeing success in their life. And particularly with the biblical principle where it says, train up a child in the way you should go, and when they are old, they will not depart from it. Other people seem to understand that, except for a lot of parents don't seem to understand this. There are people who know, hey, some things you want people to do, you have to target them as a young child. So they start catering, start bombarding them with certain things, because they want to train them up in the way they should go, because it's going to help their company, it's going to help them sell their products. But us parents, sometimes we do not understand this, and this is why there are certain things, there are certain morals, values, choices that you probably would want your child to make. Like in this situation, he's with another race. If that is something that you do not want, you start telling the child from a young age. Because sometimes we wait until, I'm going to talk to them when they get 15, 16. By the time you start talking to them, that is too late, because they have already been bombarded with a lot of things that have changed their mind. Remember, children have a developing brain, and they're very impressionable. And sometimes you have to consistently, always, you can't start when they're small and then when they get older, you stop. You have to consistently do it, because they have an impressionable age. That means their mind can turn. It can be turned from the things that you were teaching them. If you are not consistently, always, that's why God told the Israelites to always talk to their children about certain things, certain principles, certain rules, certain laws. That's why he told them that. So many times we are supposed to, with our children, from the time they're small, when they understand certain things. Some kids are very advanced. Sometimes they 4 or 5 years old, they understand a lot of stuff, but other kids, are not that advanced. But there's a certain age you start to teach them, hey, this is the pros and cons of certain things we decide to do. If you decide to go with your own race, here are some pros and cons. And sometimes the pros and cons are from society, because there are cons that people say, when you go with your own race, this is that. And then the person end up meeting somebody that's nothing like that. But anyway, you teach that. You teach the pros and cons of being with your own race, pros and cons of being with another race. So when that child, you've done your job as a parent. So if that child comes to you with whomever, whether it's of the same race or whether it's of a different race, that you did your job, and that child chose that person, not because of what society says, not because of what media is propping up and glorifying, not because of, hey, they don't like themselves, they don't want to produce themselves, they want to go with somebody else. It's because, hey, I did my job, I know that they chose that person, and I'm happy for them. But sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we find out our child's preferences, our child's likes, when they bring the person home, or maybe by happenstance, if we have a conversation and then we find out, hey, this is the things that they like, this is the things that they prefer, these are the type of persons that they are attracted to, and then by then it's in a sense too late. If you are not willing to be consistent, it's in a sense too late, because they have already made up their decision. And that's where a lot of parents drop the ball. And then sometimes, you may have 3, 4 children, and then they have all, you may be of a certain color, because this doesn't only happen to black people, also white people, and then you would prefer them to be with your race, but you did not, sit and talk to your child or whatever, and then they bring maybe people of the same race, maybe people of a different race. If they bring people of a different race, and then you later on have grandchildren and great grandchildren that do not look like how your family composition was originally. And just like it's a very famous family, the majority of the great grandchildren and the grandchildren do not look like how the original family looked. It's predominantly another race when they were originally another race. If you know, you know. And sometimes if you did not do this, and you may not like the choice that your child make, you have to make your peace with that choice, because you didn't do your job, because you getting mad, you showing your disdain or your dislike for this person, especially if this your child really, really likes this person, and now you're showing pushback because you didn't like that person, and then now this person could actually drive your child away from you. And then now, if that person really was not, your child may have loved this person, but this person may not like this person, and then you, because of your disdain, you start giving attitude, you start being mean, you start being off-puttish, then this person takes your child away from you. And then if they didn't really have good intentions, now they have your child all to themselves to do whatever. So sometimes when we drop the ball, sometimes you have to sit in your mess. You have to swallow it up and pray to God that it works out. And if it does not, you are there for your child. Not to condemn them, not to say, you see what I said? I told you. No. Did you really tell them? He truly really, likes this young lady. As long as they are happy, he's not going to, be with her for years, like what a lot of young men doing these days, be with the person for years, maybe make them a baby mama, and then after years, then they want to marry them. Or her, she's just with him because she sees that he has potential, he's going to go far, it's going to make her life much better. As long as they genuinely love each other, hey, that's not our place to judge. All you can do is teach your children otherwise, if this is not what you would want for your child. That's basically all you can do. So why, if we're gonna shame him because he didn't, I went on his page, this picture's not even posted on his page. This just should be a proud moment, all of the pictures that he took at prom, but it's like from all the backlash, it's like he don't want to receive all that backlash on his page. This may shame him into going with somebody of his own race when he may not even want to do that, just to make people on the internet happy. Hopefully he doesn't do something like that. Hopefully, because you go end up with somebody of your same race, and then you're not happy, and then you stringing the person along. No, if that's what if this is the young lady that he likes and he wants to build with or whatever, or be with, that's his choice. The parents just have to know, hey, is this a genuine choice that you have chosen? Job as parents is whatever is being pushed in the media, in schools, or in the neighborhood that is contrary to how you want your child to live. You are supposed to do your due diligence and teach against that. Or if you are for it, then you glorify it or whatever, push it on your kids, whatever. But that's our job as parents. But most of the time we don't do that until what we don't like And that's what we are seeing in our children. But we did not do anything to prevent that, or we did not do anything to counteract that. Now, if you know you did everything that you can, sometimes that's what the way the child chooses to go. Then they will have to learn in that sense. If it was not good, if it was a good choice, they will see it. If it's a bad choice, they will also see it. But as long as you know you did your job, you should be at peace. People on the internet talking, yapping shouldn't get to you, because you know you did your job as a parent. So there were some, people in the comments saying, "Oh, he's my daughter's future husband. He don't even know it." It's another thing. Okay, you would want him to be with a young lady of his same race, but are we preparing our girls to be with young men like this? If I had a son like Bronny, I would want him to be with any type of young lady, whether white, black, purple, blue, or Pikachu. It does not matter. Your child, if I have put in the work to prepare my child, he has good grades, his future is very bright, he has so many opportunities before him, I'm not going to let him be caught up with any type of young lady. So sometimes, yeah, we want to get mad because they taking all our good men. We don't have no good men. But are we preparing our young ladies to be those good women for those good black men? Are we preparing our young black girls to be good black women for these young men that have put in the work? Sometimes we have to look in our own homes. It starts at home first. Many times we do prepare our girls, but they so up there, they so up there, nobody could even get them, whether it's of their same race or of a different race, because they had so inflated. So come on, people. And it's so sad that this young man posted, really couldn't even enjoy, well, he probably enjoyed the prom, but the aftermath, posting pictures, and then for him to receive backlash just because, of this. And this is why this is another thing you have to teach your children who wants to go in that direction. You may really like this person, you may really love this person, but in society, you will find people that will never be okay with when you are with a different race. And that's why you have to prepare your children also, because some children, that's what they want, that's what they are going to do, that's what they are going to choose. It doesn't matter, but we have to prepare our children also. So wow, I wish this young man all the best. Wow, I can't believe he is graduating. And for people who have followed him from, who have seen him from when he was small to now he's big, that's, wow, he has came a long way. And sometimes, this, now you understand why certain people do not share things about their children online, because of stuff like this. But anyway, that's all I had to say on this situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.